Hi YouTube, it's Kathy, and this is a completely impromptu video that I am shooting on my phone, so let's see how long this will last. I just saw a video that was basically called, What Do I Know About the Books My TBR? And I just kind of wanted to talk about that, just because I know that if I attempted this type of video, I would not understand where to start, firstly, and then secondly, not get very far. I definitely don't know things about what's on my TBR, and I have really good reasons for that. The reasons being, I like to go into things not knowing. Essentially, if I see a book that I'm interested in, I will know very, very little about it because I don't really want to know a huge amount about the plot or the characters or anything like that. I will want to know very little things, and if one of those very little things that somebody tells me about a book seems interesting to me, I will pick it up, or I will more likely actually put it on one of the versions of my TBR. Now, the person I saw doing this, and I'll link her down below actually because I really enjoyed the video and I liked what she was doing, but it's just not something that would work for me. She was picking books off her physical shelves that she hadn't read yet. The reason that doesn't work for me is that's not an accurate representation of like all of the things I'm really interested in reading. And a lot of that has to do with some of the books in my house I have picked up off the street in my neighborhood so they don't get rained on, and I just haven't taken them to one of the many free little libraries around my house. Or they're books that I have previously picked up at like the Times Colonist book sale, which is a book sale where you can get books for like $1 or $2, so I'm not too precious with my money. I'll go there with like $25 and be very happy with the huge amount of books that I leave with. So you can consider that a version of a TBR. You can also consider your Goodreads TBR, which I definitely went through a little while ago and got it down because it was creeping up towards 1,000 books, and I went through and basically just deleted everything I didn't know anything about when I looked at it. And then it got that down to 300 or 400, and I've probably added a bunch to it since I went through that process. And then my other version of my TBR is my TBR at the library. Now, my library website is really cool in that you can make lists of books, so there's different lists of like bookish books or books that booktube has talked about or that type of thing. But I also have this really bad / awesome habit of putting books on hold at my library and then suspending the hold so that I will get to the top of the list. And then when I have time or the inkling that I need to read that book, I will unsuspend the hold and I will be the next person to get it, which is a very smart method, I like to think anyway. So basically what I'm getting at is I don't even know what to think of as my actual official TBR. I don't have an actual official TBR. I have books I am interested in and a massive amount of books that I will probably not get to in my lifetime, which makes me super sad. So I just like to think about books as things that I would like to read. And I guess the whole thing about me wanting to talk about this in this way is asking how you manage your TBR. Do you have a definite TBR that you have pared down to exactly what you want to read? Or are you like me and you're very loosey-goosey and you happen to have books, whether or not you'll actually get to them, who knows? I prioritize books from the library because the books that I have in my house are just always going to be there unless I get rid of them, so I don't need to read them immediately. There are people walking by outside wondering what I'm doing. Cool. So that's it for this video. How do you TBR? Let me know about it down in the comments below. On the way down to the comments, if you hit that subscribe button, that would be very nice of you. You can like and share this as you see fit, and I will see you very soon. Bye.